to mitigate the drought. And I want to recognize a gentlelady from Iowa and yield 5 minutes to Ms. Mariannette Miller-Meeks, who just got the VIP Act passed earlier today.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank my colleague, Ranking Member of Natural Resources, Representative Westerman, both for yielding me time to speak and also for all of his diligent efforts in helping us pass the Alexander Lofgren VIP Act. Our nation is in crisis. Right now, over half of Iowa is experiencing a moderate to extreme drought. This dire situation is mirrored around the country, with thousands of counties across the West experiencing historic drought conditions. This situation has widespread impact on our way of life. For my constituent, it means our farmers and ranchers must fight even harder to make ends meet after this pandemic. As drought conditions worsen, so does the cost of irrigation. Less water means less yield, less in their pockets at the end of the day, and less in the ground for the next year. For our fellow Americans out west, not only does this drought harm farmers and ranchers, but the real threat of wildfires is made dramatically worse by the lack of moisture. Madam Speaker, this is shameful and avoidable. The government cannot make it rain, but it can and should plan for the future. Republicans have consistently advocated for increased water storage and regulatory streamlining, which would help conserve water for the dry years. These measures have been largely opposed by our Democrat colleagues. And now, as we move into August, experiencing another major drought season, this majority and this administration have no plan, no solution, and have taken no action to prepare for the next drought season. Madam Speaker, not only is there no plan, but this current administration is actively making it more difficult for Iowans to access the water they need. During his confirmation hearing, Environmental EPA Administrator Michael Regan stated that the Biden administration, quote, doesn't have any intention of going back to the original Obama WOTUS, end quote. Unfortunately, on June 9th, the EPA announced its intention to revise the definition of the waters of the United States once again and reopen the Navigable Waters Protection Rule. This decision is misguided and undoes the good work and progress achieved by the Trump administration. I have spoken with Iowans dozens of times about the issues created by the 2015 WOTUS rule. WOTUS hurts American farmers, ranchers, landowners, home builders, businesses, and just the average ordinary property owner, and it's caused confusion and hindered economic development. By reopening this rule, the Biden administration once again threatens economic development and creates uncertainty for rural America. Creating this uncertainty, Madam Speaker, especially during this drought crisis, is a mistake. We should uphold the Navigable Waters Protection Rule and ensure that all Americans have straightforward access to the water they need to thrive and especially to survive. Thank you to the Ranking Member of Natural Resources Committee, Representative Westerman, for organizing today's special order to highlight this ongoing crisis, and I yield back the balance of my time.
I thank the gentlelady for highlighting how the drought's affecting the Midwest, not just the West, and for pointing out that our colleagues across the aisle and the administration not only have not taken any action, don't have a plan, they also won't listen to us who have plans, who want to take action. And that's why we're here, why we're making this case that we have to take action. We can't just stand by and not try to do anything to help. So again, I thank the gentlelady. She passed a bill with 420 votes affirmative and 0 against. I think she knows how to work in a bipartisan manner, and she wants to do solutions that help people.